What's going on?
What's up, mate? How are you?
How you doing? Good to see you.
How are you?
Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
See you.
Oh my gosh, look at all this.
Yeah, it's your first time here?
Yeah. I thought I was going to the Allen Event Center. Oh dear. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh, that might be one of the topics today. Is that mustache?
My tax. That wasn't my best look.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my gosh, look at all this.
Yeah.
This is great. Look at that ugly guy. I only coached him for 9 years. Look at this guy. Ugly guy, look at him. Wow. This is impressive. This is great.
You like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
You're gonna really like the rest of the
Oh my gosh, I remember those balls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Look at those hats. Give me those hats.
Yes, I remember all that. Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
You remember those orange soccer balls right there?
Oh, 100%.
Weren't those like rocks?
Yeah, you could ping it though. You could ping it.
Oh yeah.
This is unbelievable. This is great.
Kevin, Hudgell, this is Pablo.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good. Tony's behind the camera over there. We'll let him keep
Wow,
going.
look at this.
Yeah. Look, come down here. Wait till you see this guy over here.
The same guy.
Who is that guy right
That's a good-looking guy, David.
Wow.
Look at those legs. I used to have legs. I've got no legs anymore.
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear, David. There's some pictures there. That is bad. Then keep going. I want to see this.
Look at this. Look at this room. What do you think about this room?
Look at this. Wow. Victor, he could kick people. He could play that boy. He was a winner.
Oh yeah.
White Lightning.
White lightning.
My gosh, look at you. There's some green and white around here. Talking?
A lot of talking. Something I know you don't like to do.
No, I can talk. Me and David can talk. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, what, David? We're going to take some shots? What's the deal here?
You might have to before you get on that microphone. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, they're doing better. They've just lost a bit of money. They're going to get back though. They're starting to get back into it. Take them a while though. Money's money, but there again, Chelsea and Manchester United have got money, and look what they do with their money. Not very good.
I got someone who's gonna come in here and say hi in a minute too. A little surprise. You haven't seen someone for a little while?
Ellen?
No, someone else. Bring them in. We'll say hi.
Darn. David, do you want us? What's
Hi, this is David Hudgell. Welcome to the Sidekicks Podcast. I'm here today with Kevin Smith.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for the introduction, David.
You're welcome. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
I haven't seen you for a while, but, you know, we're good friends, David and I, and we coached club together for a while, and he's left us, and now we play against each other all the time. So now we're going to be rivals on the field a little bit, but the good news is I don't coach the same age as him, so he can beat up on our other good friend, Nick Stavro. So he can beat up on him. Yeah. But no,
and Nick's in the league coaching, right, for the opposition.
He plays, he's against some Outlaws, yes.
Yeah.
And Mr. Tattoo. So that's a nice rivalry right there. Local rivalry.
Yeah, big Sidekicks family, all in town coaching. Everybody stays in touch through coaching youth soccer.
Yeah, that's a big thing for all of us. David and I mean, I don't know how we both survived this long, but we're still coaching, and we've been doing this, I don't know how many years, Dave, 30 years?
Over 30 years, Kevin.
Over 30 years. So that means we're getting old. So, yes, but we love it. But we try and give back to the kids, and hopefully they get the reward at the end of the day, going off to college, and obviously getting some of it paid for as well, hopefully, over the years of putting the money in and the work, and hopefully they get the rewards at the end of it. And our job is to help them get there. That's the reward of all of it, to be honest with you. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
So as we're here,
yeah,
I think that we should maybe talk about the Premier League as we
should talk about Premier League because Jesse Yarmus is a Man United fan, and so is David Hudgell. And at the moment, they stink. They're absolutely awful. They've spent their money, and they haven't got much to show for it. A little bit like Chelsea right now. But I saw them the first game of the year, and I thought it was like a bunch of pregnant ducks running around. They were so slow, and I just didn't see it. They just, you're a fan, David. I'm very disappointed. Not looking good.
Well, they haven't got any quicker since then. The recent performances that I've seen have been absolutely awful. So it was very difficult watching them play Man City here recently. It was like a massive class divide.
They don't have one player on their team that would start on Man City's team. Not one.
No.
That's the gap. Yeah. It's a huge gap. And I think there's a huge gap from them to Arsenal. I think there's a huge gap from them to Tottenham. And I also think there's a big gap from them to Newcastle.
At the moment, for sure.
But they'll spend some money in January.
But the problem is, they spent a load of money again in the summer, and like there isn't a signing that's making a difference.
Right. It's just like Chelsea. Last go around, they spent 600 million. And what they got to show for, I think they're 12th.
Yeah.
It's not good.
And you can say all you want to about the Man Cities of the world and the money they spend, but the signings they make, the players come into a big squad and make a contribution, don't they? Yeah. And you can't say that about Man United signings. Look at the goalkeeper. Everybody raved about him, and he hasn't produced at all.
Look, we're looking at the league standings right
here.
Here
We go.
Chelsea 13th, Manchester United 8th. 1-6, lost 5. That's not going to get you in the top 4, unfortunately.
Yeah. Look at the bottom of the table. Luton, Bournemouth, Burnley, Sheffield United.
And Everton's just above them. That looks like it's a four-horse race for 3 of them to go down.
Already?
It's a big gap. But no, I just love the Premier League. I don't really have a team. When I was a kid, I always loved Man United.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Georgie Best.
Yeah. I've always made fun of you because you do have a little affiliation with Chelsea.
Yeah. I like Chelsea.
You just don't like them now when they're 13th. Yeah.
No, I don't like them a lot at all now. But I love the Premier League. There's nothing like the Premier League. You can play the bottom of the league and you can lose. That's the beauty of the Premier League.
So right now, Tottenham's in first place. Can they continue there?
I think what the coach has done is an incredible job. I think they've done an incredible job. They lost Harry Kane, and I think they've all stepped their game up. They've made a few good signings, and I think they have a chance. Chelsea's going to. I don't think Chelsea will be a pushover today, though, because it's a local derby. I just don't think so. Oh, here comes the coffee, Dave. Any snacks? Nothing. No snacks. No snacks. No. Okay. That was a joke. That's a joke.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Coffee, mate, too. Do you have cream in yours?
Yeah, I'll have a little bit of coffee, mate.
Good. Now this will keep me awake. But no, I just think there's nothing like the Premier League. I just love it every weekend. Obviously, I coach on the weekends and have to go back and look at all the games, but I just think it's awesome. I just think, I don't think there's a league like it in the world. Not just because I'm English, by the way. What do you think?
Oh, I agree 100%. But again, you haven't answered the question. Do you think Tottenham can hang in there?
I don't
At least be
think
in the
Tottenham.
race?
I don't think Tottenham will win it. I think it's going to be Man City league
Man
again.
City will win it again.
Yeah, but I think if Tottenham in January can go and make a couple of more signings to even boost that roster even more, I think they have a shot. Arsenal's still going to be there or thereabouts because they're really good. We can get away from the Premier League now and talk about Charlton and Coventry.
Yes.
Well, we played
Former clubs.
former clubs.
What league are Charlton in these days?
They're in what's called the Division 1, David.
Yeah.
And I know your Coventry's in the Championship. But Charlton's on their way up. They're trying to get some new ownership, and I think they're on the move. I think they're going to do well over the next couple of years.
Didn't they just get another new coach?
Yes, he's doing a good job. He's doing a decent job. What about Coventry?
Coventry are struggling. So after the euphoria of almost making the Premier League at the end of last season, they got beat by Luton on penalty kicks in the playoff game.
Yeah.
They've been struggling. I think they've lost their last 4. But we always look for their results.
So they could be playing Charlton next year
They
then.
could be, yeah. 'Cause Charlton aren't going
Get
up. are
relegated.
they? Charlton's not going up.
Well, let's talk a little bit, David, about playing over in England then. Give us a little bit of your Coventry City days and growing up and coming up in England from the youth ranks. And
Yeah, it's just something you kind of look back on now with good memories, isn't it? As far as how the football was then, and just look back at it, and just even being involved with the club and having that as your opportunity to develop, particularly like the hometown club. And at the time, Coventry City was doing very well in the first division. A few years after I left, they won the FA Cup, which for them was really, really big at the time. So just disappointing ultimately to have been let go. Left there when I was about 20, but played with some really good players back in the day. And I know that you had a far longer career than I did over there, and did really well with Charlton, and you must have some really fabulous memories of it.
Yeah, I mean, I got picked up when I was 10 years old, playing 4v4, and got picked up, and then went from 10 years old, signed schoolboy forms at 14, meant I was tied to Charlton, then signed as a pro at 17. And the beauty of playing for Charlton as well is my family didn't have a lot, and they were Charlton fans. And I used to go to Charlton when I was a kid, 5, 6, 7, with a hat on and the scarf and the rattler. And my family, my dad and all that, they used to be standing in the freezing cold. And then I was fortunate enough to sign and become a pro. And then my dad's in all the posh seats. And it was awesome. Coming up through it, and scored my first goal when I was 17. And my record stood for 25 years. And you know him, Jojo Shelby, broke it in a I think his was a cup game, mine was a league game, but that was a nice thing to have for a while. But no, I loved it. It was good. And then come over to America.
And how many years were you at Charlton?
I was there from 10 years old till I think it was 21, 22.
Okay, so you
I played like
you
100,
left pretty young then as
125, 13 games.
Yeah.
But then come over, and the funny thing is, just we'll go on about how we've come up through playing, and the thing is to get to America, I was at Burnley in a hotel, and Gordon Jagos called me to come over to the Sidekicks. He said, come over for 10 days, just have a look at it. I was about to sign for Burnley. John Bond. You remember John Bond?
Yeah.
And little Brian Finn and all those players.
Yeah.
They were Burnley. And he brought me over here for 10 days and kind of liked it. And when you transferred the dollars to pounds, it was pretty good money that they was offering me. So I had a 2-year contract and an option year. And I went to my option year and we won the championship in 87. And I never went back. And here I am. Never went back. I thought I would always go back.
Yeah.
Never, ever thought I would stay. Ever. I thought, okay, come over. And at the time, nice signing on bonus. I had some money and you change it to, as I said, you translate the money. I was going to be taking some money back over the couple of years and it was good. And I never thought I'd stay, but we won the championship in 87, which was huge and it all took off from there. So,
And that was in the days when the pound to the dollar exchange was a lot different.
and it's not very good now. It's not very good now. It was really good those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you felt like you had some money, but not anymore. But no, those were good days in England and don't regret anything. You regret coming over to America? And
No, not at all. I mean, it's been fantastic for me, and obviously,
I wouldn't go back.
I wouldn't go back now.
I don't want the weather and I don't want all of the razzmatazz in England.
I don't know about you. I mean, I always had periods where I thought about going back,
100%.
but not now. Not now, for
100%.
sure.
There's no question about that. There was always that, I wonder what it's like being back home again. But there is no way. And I think there's even people like us getting older and people talk about, I still think I might want to go back and retire back in England.
Yeah.
There is no way I want to do that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh no, I might want to go and retire somewhere else, but
There's a surprise for you guys, real quick. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah. There's someone you may know, may or may not know.
Oh my
Look
gosh!
at this guy. Look at this guy. Come and sit
Oh,
down.
dang! Look at this guy. Wake Forest.
It just happened to be the day I picked this shirt.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
How are you? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
What's going on?
Y'all just doing a podcast?
We're talking about everything.
Yeah.
How bad Man United are.
Oh gosh.
To how good the Premier League is. As you know, it's the league. It's the league. There's no question about that. Premier League. Even though you're a Man United fan and obviously not going to be in the top 4 this year. There's no question about that.
Top 10. We'll be lucky.
No. Yeah, you'll be in that middle of the pack with Chelsea. That'll be good. See who can spend the most money and be the furthest down the league. So bad.
Yeah, they are bad.
What's your team?
Arsenal.
Oh, is that because they're good now, or is that you've always been an Arsenal fan?
You have?
It's like these bandwagon guys, Man City fans, never Man City fans, but all of a sudden they're Man City fans.
That's right.
Since Freddie Youngberg and
Oh, he was a good player.
all when I was a kid.
Henry.
But it's been a long, hard road since then.
So what are you doing here?
Just had a meeting with Jesse, and then he said I have a surprise for you, and so this is awesome.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. It's awesome to see you.
You still kicking the ball around, or what you doing?
Kicking the ball around with Mace and Chachi and the
Chachi?
good old boys. Chachi can't move much, but he's
Chachi?
still pretty
But
good.
he
on the
can,
ball.
but he's got a good touch.
Great touch.
You look like you're still fit. You could play.
Yeah.
Try to.
Are you coaching?
I'm coaching, yeah. I coach with Renegades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I won't hold that against you. I mean, I won't hold that against him, David.
It's fine. I coach the youngest kids, so it's merely coaching.
That's cool, though.
Yeah. No, it's
Hey,
good.
that's where you start
Yeah.
and then move up the ladder.
Yeah.
That's good. You can bring a lot to those young kids. That's what it's all about. But no, hey, this is a surprise, David.
Indeed. How's your dad doing?
He's doing well. He's doing well.
What about little Harris, who was 4'2", and then the next minute he was 6'1",
Yeah.
and he's taller than you now, isn't he?
He is. He still can't beat me, but yeah, he's taller than me.
Oh no, he can't. He could probably still couldn't beat me, but I mean, you better tell your dad hi and Harris.
I will for sure. Y'all are doing well.
Doing good?
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
We're talking about a lot of old stuff here that we haven't talked about in a long time.
Yeah, I was looking at this Tottenham. Whose team's Tottenham?
Tottenham are good.
They are good.
The manager right now, he's doing an incredible job. Lost Harry Kane.
Mm-hmm.
By Harry Kane's, he's scoring goals in the Bundesliga.
From Hatfield.
3 hat-tricks.
Boy, hey, care what anybody says, the guy puts the ball in the back of the net.
Oh, for sure.
They can say whatever they like about him. He's a goal scorer. I know you're not the biggest fan of Harry Kane, but
Not the biggest,
but
but
he's grown on you.
Yeah, for sure. I do. I also respect some other aspects of his game too. He's not just a goal scorer.
I think his link-up play is great.
Very good. Yeah.
I think his link-up play, where he drops off and threads balls, I think he's brilliant at it. And by the way, Man United were going to go after him, David, and they didn't get him.
No.
I think he was smart. He saw something coming.
Maybe. Did they ever go after him? Really? Don't know.
But there was lots of chat, but Man United are always connected with this player, that player, just like Chelsea. You spoke to Bobby Moose?
Mm-hmm. I actually talked to him the other week. Yeah.
They're still doing good. They're still doing good. The college game now, David. How many foreigners are playing?
It's totally different landscape. Totally different.
When my boys were playing at Air Force, all-American kids, they announced the other team. This guy's from Sweden. This guy's from Birmingham, England. This guy's from Norway. 6, 7, 8 players every time.
Yeah. Now we scrimmaged against Richland College the other day, and their roster was from all over the world.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, when you played, there wasn't that many, was there?
I think we.
How many's he got? How many's Wake Forest got on their roster right now?
Oh, right now, probably, 7 or 8. More than when I was there, for sure.
I think SMU's got 17.
Oh, at least. Yeah.
Could show how they're doing.
Not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's just different.
It's different. It is.
It's just a little
Well,
bit
there was a
different.
big move, wasn't there, to get the foreign players out of college soccer and have more Americans.
And who
in
really
the league.
started that?
I don't know, but then
Do
it
you know who
went.
started
I
that?
mean, I don't know.
But I think also the influx of path from in the States now.
College
from,
to MLS.
Yeah, or just within academy to MLS.
Well, a lot of kids go from 18 years old straight in to the pros.
Yeah.
They bypass college, so the college coaches can't get the special players
Right.
coming straight up because the special ones are going straight to the MLS
Where it's
or somewhere else.
Yeah, and those players from overseas want to come and play college because they see that as a pathway to MLS.
Right. Yeah, it used to be the top players would go play a year or two and then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison played.
Oh, yeah, 1 year. 1
And
year.
then I was like, this guy
He
should
tore it
not
up.
Be here.
He tore it up, didn't he?
Oh yeah, it was unreal. I played left mid and he played right mid, and I was like, I'm across the field from this guy. What?
I know. I never knew that.
Wild, yeah.
Yeah.
Great kid, humble kid, but
Yeah.
totally from the.
He's English guy, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He's
Day
English.
I met him,
Yeah.
like
And where's he
Why
right
is
now?
he
Where's he
in
right now?
Everton.
Where's he right
he's
now?
at Everton.
Everton.
Yeah.
He scored the other week.
Yeah,
For the first team?
In fact, their form has picked up since he came
yeah.
in from injury.
Leeds, yeah.
What's his name?
Jack Harrison.
That's
He was with
Oh, yeah,
Man
what?
City.
He was on the
with
other day.
Leeds.
He's Leeds. He was
Yeah.
the Leeds player.
He was
Yeah.
on loan from Man City. Then they bought him, and then he just went to Everton after they were really good. So, but he played college soccer. To think that is
That-
wild.
that's-
I didn't know. I didn't realize he played at Wake
How
Forest.
many goals did he thump in the first year?
like 20 something.
Yeah, 20 of
And then
those.
he had like the same amount of assists, too. It's unreal.
He was rookie.
got drafted
he was
one
rookie.
overall.
He was rookie of the year and everything. Right?
Yeah. And then he went to NYCFC, and then they had that Man City connection, and then
Right.
went there.
By the way, Jesse, thanks for the coffee. That's a nice
Yeah.
cup of coffee.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Glad.
the tide's out. The tide's out, buddy. Is it?
You want a little bit more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the more I get, the more I'm going to talk.
100%.
Yeah, no. I'll
No,
have to have some
hey,
more.
it's really good coffee.
100%.
I mean, golly, top of the line of the Sidekicks right here.
I didn't mean to derail. I didn't know this was happening. So, but I'm looking at. So, who y'all think's gonna win the Prim?
Man City.
Man City.
Just give them the trophy right now.
I agree.
Oh, please. They haven't even got the best player in the league playing, Kevin De Bruyne.
It's true.
But
Well,
they're saying, and he even was like
He
a little
might be
bit.
on his way.
He's saying he's not
Thank
too
you.
good. My gosh,
There you go.
Jesse, you're just
Enjoy.
awesome.
Enjoy. Well, I just wanted to bring this guy to say hi. We're gonna
Yeah.
go do some other business.
Enjoy.
Say hello to everybody.
Nice to see you all.
Good to
See you, mate. See you soon.
All right, that's good.
Thank you.
You bet.
Just let us know if there's any more surprises, Jesse.
No, it just shows you how small the community is, though, isn't it? Because here we are. We're going to talk later about sidekicks. There's the son of my former roommate with the sidekick.
There you go. That's unbelievable. We're getting old, David.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line.
yeah.
But you know what? It's just a number. You young whippersnappers, it's just a number. You'll be all right. Just a number. All right. So where do you want to go here, David? Talking. What playing days?
Until we were interrupted, I can't remember what we were talking about. What were we on?
We were talking about the Premier League, and you were asking me who's going to win it, and I said Man City.
No, we went from that. Last thing we were talking about.
Talking about like moving to America.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. See,
Yeah,
when you get old, you see what I'm saying? You forget
you.
things. That's
Thank
why
you.
we have to have the coffee kick in a little bit.
Yeah.
So we could get into like the Sidekicks days now.
So we were talking about. We said we wouldn't go back now.
Yeah. Well, Sidekick days, they were great. We used to sell out Reunion Arena, and it was a blast. And the beauty about the fans of the Sidekicks, it was family. The kids, their families, obviously different crowd, Mavericks and stuff, but the Sidekicks was all about families.
And I would say that we're talking about England, but that is a similarity that the sidekicks have I should say, that other sports over here didn't necessarily have. Whereas Charlton, Coventry, whatever it may be, there was a family club, right?
Oh,
There
yes.
was part of the community. And I think the sidekicks really, really were a massive part of the Dallas community at the time.
No doubt. And we, in terms of the charity work and going to children's hospitals and all the foundations and going to schools all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we really worked hard in terms of off the field to get a connection with Dallas, the town. I mean, they knew the Sidekicks. It was big in those days.
Yeah.
It was really big, and it was a family atmosphere. I mean, the games, I don't think people, I've never ever heard anybody say they didn't have a blast at a Sidekick game.
Yeah.
They had fun. Like today, I mean, this is what it's all about. You got to go there and have fun.
No,
I
totally.
think that's what fans go, and obviously the indoor game is crash, bang, wallop. You have a shot, one goal, the next 5 seconds there's a shot at the other end. And I just think it's obviously still an exciting game, the indoor game.
Well, certainly. I mean, it was enjoyable to play in because of the atmosphere. Enjoyable for the people
furious.
there. It was just
Fast and furious.
almost like a rock show at times, all
yeah.
around you, flying around you, which is, I think it was very unique. Hopefully it still is.
Yes, it's entertaining.
Was that the first time you ever played indoor when you came here? Like, did you ever play
I mean, you would play indoor because it would be snowing outside, but not in the same way you'd play in a gym or something like
David,
that.
do you remember the Evening Standard
Yes,
five-a-sides?
yes.
That's where I started.
So
I played.
it started becoming popular in England, but
Yes.
like a different game.
Futsal.
It was
a little bit like futsal.
Yes,
But
yeah.
it was what's called the Evening Standard five-a-sides, where you pick about 8 to 10 players from your club and they go and play five-a-side. And I went and played. And I was pretty good at it. And I used to love it. It was fun. It was fun. It was a change from the outdoor to the indoor, and playing against all the big clubs as well.
I mean that
West Ham,
became
Arsenal,
national
Tottenham.
tournaments.
It was
didn't
big.
they?
I was big time. It was really a lot of fun, and a lot of fans went. They loved it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. But like David said, you always played five-a-side indoor. I got picked up at 10 years old playing four-a-side. is always small-sided games, and we coach that today, small-sided games.
Yeah, for sure.
And the younger kids, it's all small-sided games, so they get more touches on the ball.
Yeah, they talk today about there being too much coaching, which there probably is in those situations. Whereas, you go back to whatever age it was, you'd just go and play, wouldn't you? You'd never ever have anybody telling you how to play.
The indoor game really here came from hockey.
Yeah. I think that's a big difference as far as playing small-sided games in England to then coming here and actually playing indoor soccer.
Yes.
There was a lot more tactics to it, if you like, as far as having certain plays that you want to run at certain times versus just going out and playing.
Oh, yeah. It was very strategic at times when you played certain teams.
Yeah, and then you'd have your substitutions and
you have
all
a
that
partner
type of stuff,
in indoor every 2 minutes, but it could be 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute. You run out there and you don't even touch the ball. Straight for the thing because you're done.
Yeah. It was very tiring, me always doing your defensive running.
That's exactly right, because he had to do that. I mean, I wanted to go forward. But no, I mean, David was a good defender, but very good on the good passer of the ball. Would you think that was a fair statement about you? Good defender, hard, wouldn't back out of anything. I mean, kind of nasty at times, but but he would leave his foot in there. But very simple, very English player.
Yeah, technically I could pass a ball. I mean, I think
you could ping a ball.
Yeah,
you could ping a ball.
Not as well as you, but I could.
But for a defender coming out the back, your passing was very good. Your selection was very good, and you didn't over elaborate.
No,
you got it, and that's what I think we try and teach as a kids today. There's too many touches.
Yeah,
they don't sing things quickly, but you got it, give it, move. But that was my game as well. I didn't dribble. I mean, a bit further up the field, but that was my game. I was a passer. I didn't want to go odd sidestep and beat people now and again, but my game was just very simple. It's like, just get it, give it.
Yeah, you had great vision. I'm sure you was always up there with the assist leads.
Yeah, I was up there always with assists, but I always got accused of passing the ball to Tattoo too much.
Yeah,
and people like David Doyle and that comedians, wanted to put number 9 on their back, so I would pass it to them because I was always looking to them. And David was great, by the way. David could finish like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I wasn't stupid. Tattoo was that good. You would give him the ball when he had someone on him. And in indoor soccer, I don't know what he'd tell you, but me and him were on the same page.
Yeah.
He would go one way to go the other way. Because obviously in indoor, you're not offside. So he would go if he was long, he would go behind the defender. If he went this way, I would already play the ball the other way because he's already checked and come the other way.
Yeah.
But
you two had a great understanding.
We was on the same page.
Yeah.
I was on the same page. But, he was just incredible in terms of goal scoring ability and hitting shots off balance. I mean, he's just incredible. And David, he just hit freaking bombs, he would. He'd just shoot from everywhere.
He would shoot from everywhere. Left foot, right foot.
Oh, he could finish.
Most of them would go in the stands, but when they went in, they would fly.
No. Sometimes he would hit the popcorn. I mean, the people behind in the warm-up before the game, if they had popcorn in their hand, they were in trouble because he would have found them.
A few sighters at Rosie, as they say here, but
the beauty about...
He could shoot.
But here's the beauty about him. He couldn't care less.
No.
He couldn't care less if he hit a ball over there. The next minute, he never shied away. And that's the beauty of a forward as a goal scorer. You're going to have a bad patch here and there, but you just keep going. And he would just keep going and score goals. Just brilliant.
Yeah. And the thing is, we're talking about players that were really, really good players. That whether it be outdoor, indoor, or just good players. And I think that's also something that over the years the Sidekicks has had. It's just really, really good players that people would want to come and watch.
Good, solid, exciting players. And the beauty about the Sidekick players, even when we won in 87, we didn't have the best team.
Yeah.
The Tacoma Stars, we won in 7. The team was loaded. 4 players, David, over 40 goals a year for the year. 4 on one team. Ricky Davis, the national team captain, was on the team. But the team from top to bottom was loaded. And our team was just honest, disciplined, and obviously Gordon Jago was brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he managed players, and we're going to talk about Gordon a little bit here. He's like my dad. I still talk to him today. I went to his 91st birthday party the other day, David.
Yeah.
He still goes out for 2 glasses of wine every night. He's 91. But Gordon, I get goosebumps talking about the guy. He's I'm seeing some pictures up here of him right now, back in the day. And the thing about, we got a lot to talk about now. We're going to talk about Gordon. He played for the same pro club as I did in England, Charlton Athletic. And he's the guy that brought me over here. So whoever don't like me or whatever, it's his fault because he was the one that brought me over. Look at those pictures, David. Jeez almighty. He brought me over here in 84. And he's like my dad. And I used to get accused by all the players of going to cut his lawn.
Well, you did, didn't
hedging.
you?
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
No, because he just liked me, David. But I got accused because we had such a bond. I got accused of cutting the lawn, David.
I know you did.
I didn't cut the lawn. He lived around the corner from me as well.
But you cleaned the pool, didn't you?
No. He was, as a manager, I've been around the game. I've played pro for 20 years. He's the guy that I respect. I had some really good managers over the years. But this guy, he was in, did you know, David, he was second in line to be the England national team coach?
Yeah, I didn't.
He was Queen's Park Rangers manager.
QPR, right?
Remember Stan Bowles and all those players? He had they were top 4, top 5.
Rodney Marsh, right?
Rodney Marsh.
Yeah.
Venables.
Yeah.
Had some players.
Yeah.
But unbelievable guy. As good a coach, the person, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm not even a quarter of the man that Mr. Gordon Jago is.
And when you talk about soccer in Dallas, that man has to be responsible for so much of the growth
The
of
Dallas
the sport
Cup,
in Dallas.
The Dallas Cup that you and I have played in for 30 years. It's the Dallas Cup is the super group that we both played in, and you won.
Yes.
And I got.
Well, I didn't win, but the team I
your
coached
team
won it.
Yeah, and my team got beat on penalty kicks in the final, David.
Yeah.
But the guy is just one of a kind. He's a special human being. And he's 91. And I'm telling you now, David, he already got knighted by the Queen.
Yes.
As we know.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, he's going to make 100. If I'm a betting man right now, he's going to make 100.
Well, you are, so.
I do like a bet. I do like a bet, especially with David. I like a bet. But I'm just telling you, special man. But I can tell you one funny story. We're playing game 7 in Tacoma, and this happened a few other times. When you pulled the goalkeeper, I was the guy. I went in goal. So at game 7, we're 3-1 down, and I'm nudging him on the bench. He's stubborn as a mule. He was. I said, give me the shirt. It's getting late. And he just held on. And we did a timeout. And Chris Sobieski did a timeout, and we did it wrong. We're supposed to be out there, the area, pass back. And and he did a timeout, and it was a mistake. We did it wrong. So then we had to start again, and then he finally got a timeout. But before that, in Game 7, we're losing 3-1. And I'm going like this, going, give me the shirt. He wouldn't give me the shirt. Because we weren't that good at it at the time. We were good, but not great at it. But we finally got the shirt, and 3 minutes, 3-1 down, and I'll never forget it. The announcer, the ceremony afterwards, and all the balloons were there. These blue and white, I'll never forget it. Shit, 25,000 people there. All the balloons were there. And that really, excuse my French, pissed me off because they're already saying it's over. And I've got the players talking crap in my ear. I've never been called so many names in all my under the sun when we were trying to pull it back. And it's 3-1 and we go bump, 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 3-2. Bang, bang, bang. Didn't give the ball away for 3 minutes. Got it back to 3-3. And the rest is history, and we won in overtime. And I'm looking at it right now. That brings goosebumps, that does, because we had no right to win that. It went 2-0 in the series, Dave. 2-2. 3-2. Is Alan Hinton, remember him? The first guy wear white shoes for Derby County in England. He was the first guy to wear white shoes. There's Steve Zongel. Couldn't believe it. As one of the best players that ever played in indoor soccer. Talk about scoring goals. But it was that was one of those fairy tales. You didn't see it coming.
So is that your greatest memory?
That was with the Sidekicks. There's nothing beat that.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that. That was incredible. And we flew back to Dallas, 10,000 fans waiting at the airport. 10,000 fans waiting at the airport, going crazy, going nuts. That was it was just one of those years. We go into the playoffs. Every series, Dave, we were the underdogs. Went to Baltimore, won 3-2. Cleveland, the next round. Unbelievable. By the way, the good story about this is Gordon Jago finally put his hand in his pocket and bought us unbelievable steaks on the road every time. He must have got some big bonus because he really went out of his way, but he was a bit cheap before that. But we kept winning, and it was great because we kept getting steak dinners. The Charter House, fancy steak, Dave, not cheap. He really must have got a big bonus because they kept coming. He was enticing us to win. There's no way. He got a big bonus. There's no question about it. And every time we're on the road, we went for steak dinners. He didn't do that all year. But in the playoffs, he kept making us win. And the Cleveland series, unbelievable. We won it 4-1. Unbelievable. The first night after winning in Baltimore, our first game to Cleveland, we got thumped. We were just I think we're still celebrating the Baltimore series. We got thumped bad. And then it clicked in. I don't know what it is. I even had I got a lot of assists, but I started scoring as well. I actually shot the ball, David. I wasn't just looking for my body tattoo. I was scoring goals. I was just on fire. And a few of us just got it all right at the right time.
Yeah.
Assists, goals. Even I started scoring goals. And when I scored a goal, David, it was a good goal.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
No, it wasn't a tap in. It was a rip.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Because I didn't score a lot.
You like celebrating?
I could ham it up. I could ham it up. There was a big goal there. I was just looking. You were just showing tapes. Game 6, David. I scored a short-handed goal to get us back in the game. I don't know if you've got it up there. But I did a give and go with Mikey Ramovich. I don't know if you can see it. Game 6. That I want David to see this because he'd like this, because then he'd see some celebrating. I went absolutely bonkers. after I scored it. Game 6, I think we won in overtime. That's how tight this series was. We won in overtime game 6. This guy's good. He's getting it up. Look, there's game 7. Can you find game 6? See how good you are.
I thought I just saw game
This is
6.
game 6. They were advertising game 7.
Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. I think that was when he scored the. Oh gosh, look at the tats. Look at the moustache, David. It was short-handed. We had 4 players. They had 5 players. That was a goal. That was a hell of a goal right there.
That was a bit. Who scored that?
Tattoo. He's doing that. Just before that, it might have been. There you go.
Which goal was it?
It might have been the tying goal or to go up. It was short-handed.
In the game ended 5-4?
It might have been, yes. So it might have probably been the 3rd or the 4th goal. Dave, this coffee's pretty good.
It is.
That might have been it right there. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Oh, Dave. Oh, see you, mate. That's Precky, Dave. There it is. There's the giving. Oh, David, come on. Hey. Now, that was a good goal, Dave. That was it right there. Short-handed Precky. Remember Precky, Dave?
Yeah. Great player
Yeah.
he was.
Oh dear. That wasn't good, but I lost myself there. I lost my call, Dave.
Yeah, there you go.
But the give and go, Dave.
Yeah, very nice.
Outside
Very
of the
nice.
foot,
Very
sucked him in. But no, that series, and here's another thing. They walloped us the first 2 games. We're in the hotel, Dave. The news comes on, the news. And the players are talking, and they're talking about sweeping us in 4. All yapping.
Yeah.
And we're all watching it. This is the worst thing they could have done. Because we're all watching it. We go back to Dallas, and we find a way to tie it up 2-2, go back on the road. They beat us again in game 5. Then we come back, and then that was huge. Then we tied it up 3-3, and then go back to Tacoma. That was Norm Hiskus was doing the game, and he said that was the top 5 sporting events he's ever done.
Yeah.
And that boy, Norm,
He'd been to a few.
he's been to a few sporting events. By the way, what about the Texas Rangers? We have to.
Oh,
My gosh.
wow.
We have to say something about the Rangers. The pressure's on the Cowboys and the Mavericks now.
That's right.
That wasn't a good game last night against the Eagles.
Didn't see it. But congratulations to the Rangers, though. What an achievement that is.
That was unbelievable. First time they've ever won it.
And talking about coaches, but in this
It's his
case,
first
manager,
year.
what a job
The
he
first
did.
year. By the way, he's been to 3 World Series with 3 different teams.
Yeah.
I think he knows what he's talking about, Dave.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think this has been great.
Yes.
Glad to see
Yeah.
you. And thank you, Sidekicks, for putting this on for us. And going back a little bit down memory lane.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Well,
This
we
was-
have to, as we're congratulating the Rangers, we also have to finish by wishing the Sidekicks the best for the upcoming season.
Yes. I I hope they get off to a good start, because that's always a good, start to the season. I mean, you got to get off to a good start. And hopefully the new coaching staff, Ed Piscarich and Woody Woodpecker, Terry Woodbury, real close with Terry Woodbury, known Terry a long time. So congratulations to the two of them getting the job. And a lot of success. Hopefully, they have a good year.